Hello everyone, I am Xerix, Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. When we left off, the Americans had put a large squadron of gunships into the water, and tensions were seeming to build between them and the French. Now, on to the action! The colonizing squad returns to the French home island to restock on the necessary gold to continue upgrading the colony. The debut de l'Aventure is carrying gold produced by the colony and from the island itself. On the north side of Voyanui, the Possession and the Hercule continue to follow the Concordia, navigating around a fog bank. At the end of their turn, the French launch a few mid-sized gunships at the trading port on Triangle Island. La Belle Étoile, with captain, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. La Atlante, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, and oarsman. Le Duc d'Ehain, with captain, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. Le Espadon, with captain, helmsman, firepot specialist, cannoneer, and oarsman. And Le Auguste, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, and oarsman. An overhead shot of the Spanish home island. Massive amounts of resources are piling up on the home island. While the loss of metals at Kanohi Island has upset them, they are glad that another valuable resource has been found there. Speaking of Kanohi Island, the storm that plagued it has dissipated and been removed from the game. This has allowed for the reconstruction of a trading port at the island. With a port rebuilt on Kanohi Island, the attention of the Spanish begins to shift toward the castle. Victor de Alva is fixated on controlling the structure. At the Pathway Island, the crew of the Príncipe de Asturias enjoy a brief shore leave. Now that Victor de Alva has taken command of Spanish forces, the burden of decisions has been lifted from the Príncipe's captain. Her large size will disrupt shipping lanes somewhat, but the Bauchuan sails for Kanohi Island. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launch the Rociant with the helmsman at their home island. Using the Cheyenne, the Americans eliminate one of the icebergs that ring Voyanui, allowing hoists to access the island. In the sub-ocean, the Lamon docks and loads gold from an island. The Americans and Kurst are at minor odds in the sub-ocean. The Kurst say all of it belongs to them, while the Americans disagree, essentially daring the Kurst to do something about it. A wide shot of American waters. A line of gunships has formed in the east against the French, much to the dismay of the Americans. To the west, at Pride Rock, capital ships continue to gather. Discussions begin between the American representatives on the Spirit and Vermont and St. Croix. The Americans seek an ally and a trade partner in the French. On the western side of the castle, American ships make dock. The Americans are likely hoping to put a second town upgrade on the castle. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the Boston with captain, helmsman, musketeer, and oarsman from the level 5 colony by the castle. With their quest for chests complete, the English have some gold to work with. However, they are continuing to save and play more passively. That and they have exactly one resource island available to them is a part of the reason for this. The Princess spots Spanish ships as she sails from Sharktooth Island. Communications are attempted but go almost nowhere. However, the pirates will now know that the Spanish have reclaimed their island, and more importantly to the pirates, the Spanish now know that they are out there somewhere. Stacks and spreads of gold on the pirate home island. The pirates have launched when they feel it suits them, and so far are favoring cargo over speed for the most part. At the end of their turn, the pirates launch. Destiny's Bounty, not pictured. Treasure, not pictured. Akualapua with Captain Mycian, Explorer and Helmsman. Terror with Wesley, Hammersmith, Musketeer and Oarsman. And Blackheart with Jean Lafitte and Oarsman. The Locker and Pyre arrive in the sub-ocean, giving the Kurst some combat flexibility. At the Bone Temple, Slark Gubbet finishes repairing. In the far reaches, Leviathan and Suro begin to swim back to the whirlpool, some gold between them. Calypsos emerges from the sub-ocean into the sea. The Banshee's cry sits derelict. The Guishana native canoes will all land at Poseidon's Eye, loading large amounts of lumber. 3 crates are also found in addition to the regular lumber at the Eye. For unknown purposes, the Sea Monkey docks at the Quest Fort. Sisqualuk makes sail after the Sea Monkey, which has ventured into pirate waters. Using an extra action, the Guishan docks at the Cursed Home Island, depositing her lumber and cargo crate. At the end of their turn, the Cursed summon Nocturne at their home island. Storm 5 threatens the American expedition to the castle, possibly cutting off access to the dock. At Voyenui, the French find a cargo crate of spices with Le Lion. La Possession and the Hercule have found out how the Concordia was able to slip into French waters, but have also found a large squadron of American ships seemingly waiting for her. The French deploy their new gunships to the area around the castle. They have a passing interest in the castle, but are not as fixated as the Spanish. With the incredible speed offered by the Cristobal and his own extra action, Victor de Alva docks at the castle and places a Spanish town upgrade on it. In home waters, lumber is gathered from the lagoon. Elsewhere, spices are gathered en masse from Kanohi Island. At the end of their turn, the Spanish cash in several of their resources, netting themselves another 1,000 gold and giving them well over 2,000 gold to work with. Risking a reef, the Rattlesnake finds a cargo crate on Archway Island. Elsewhere, one is found at Flattop Island by the Nene Nui. At the end of their turn, the Americans launched the Strong Arm with helmsman and USS Whitmore with helmsman from the trading port on the Archway Island. After another uneventful turn, the English put 2 ships into the water at their home island. Maui's Fishhook with helmsman and Lady Provost with helmsman. Now with knowledge of the Spanish and the trading port on Kanohi Island, the pirates begin to send ships east to trade with the Spanish. Among them is the newly launched Destiny's Bounty. At the bottom left, the Plague of the South returns home with valuable resources. While the pirates are eager to trade for spices, they are also wary of the Spanish. As a precaution, the Akualapua stays docked at Sharktooth Island, ready to engage any hostile Spanish forces. As a further precaution, the pirates build Dead Man's Point, giving them access to the mercenaries. Across the sea, the Guichon returns to Poseidon's Eye and once again loads lumber. In the sub-ocean, the Locker sets a course to the farther islands, cruising past the Bone Temple. Leviathan is swimming for the temple, while Suro is likely to continue on to the Whirlpool. At the end of their turn, the Curse launched the Serpent's Fang with captain, helmsman, musketeer, and oarsman from the trading port on Poseidon's Eye. As they look on in awe, La Possession and the Hercule are scouted by the Congress. At the home island, the colonizing fleet has set back out for the colony, minus the Début de l'Aventure. In Voyenui Bay, the Loup-Garou and the Triton load metals in the shadow of Voyenui Mountain. An overhead shot of the waters around Voyenui. The French dominate these trade routes and they are essential to resource gathering for them. Discussions come to an end with St. Croix and the Americans. St. Croix makes a tentative agreement, but distrusts the Americans, believing them to be hiding something, especially when the existence of the American submarines were mentioned. Exploring the shipwreck, the Coeur du Lion finds a homemade flag, protection from Davy Jones, and some silver. The flag is likely to be transferred to the Premier Republique, or set aside for the dreaded Louis Bonaparte. At the end of their turn, the French launch La Provence with captain, cannoneer, firepot specialist, and oarsman, towing Mont Blanc. The Mercure plus captain, firepot specialist, cannoneer, and oarsman, towing Tour Eiffel. And Royal Louis with helmsman. St. Pierre is also built on the eastern portal, giving the French access to the other portals and a quick way across the sea. At Kanohi Island, the Bouchouan makes ready to dock, completely ignoring the Sargasso Sea. At the Pathway Island, the canoes load up on food, while the Principe de Asturias begins to sail west. Silver is processed by the Saragossa and Buscador. A sparkly silver 6 is worth 3 times its printed value, and then given a +4 bonus from Dominic Freda, the Silver Explorer, and the Saragossa herself. On the southern side of the lagoon, the San Agustin sails east, exploring these seldom visited waters. Spanish ships gather at the castle. The Spanish currently control half the castle and are looking to extend further control over the structure. At the American home island, the Swift Victory unloads some silver and a couple UTs. The deck cannon will likely be moved to a proper gunship. With no ice blocking the way, the Strong Arm is free to use her hoist to explore Voyenui. At the castle, the Americans construct a level 1 colony in the middle space. This surprises and frustrates the Spanish, as they were just about to do the same thing. 2 ships find 2 chests each at the level 5 colony. The Americans have a wide and diverse system of gathering gold, from running resources to hunting for buried chests. With 1 island available to them, the English bring 4 ships to land at the Hidden Cove Island. In addition to grabbing metals, the Maori's fishhook drops off a talent upgrade, officially claiming the island as English territory. At the end of their turn, the English launch, putting HMS Dover into the water, with Thomas Gunn III and a helmsman. The pirates upgrade their town to a trading port on the Minerals Island. At the end of their turn, the pirates launch the Golden Medusa with Griffin, Admiral Skaith, helmsman and oarsman, and Kanohi Dragon, with Julie Rose, Avac, helmsman and oarsman at their home island. The Rum Runner is also launched at the trading port on the Cliff Island. Morgul flies back from the castle and rejoins Smaug on top of Poseidon's Eye. At the bottom left, the Serpent's Fang captures the Banshee's Cry. A wide shot of Cursed Waters. Several monsters have returned from the sub-ocean, bearing silver in their cargo holds. Cargo crates are piled up on the home island, with plans to give one to each canoe, and thus increase their effectiveness. In the sub-ocean, Leviathan docks at the Bone Temple, while Suro cruises on. On the other side of Bone Temple, the pirate docks in preparation to repair her missing segment. The Locker is cruising east, to the island that Leviathan and Suro are coming from. Pryadak arrives unscathed in the sub-ocean, giving the Cursed another captained ship in the sub-ocean. Storm 5 continues to move toward the Americans, who luckily had gotten out of the way on their turn. And that wraps up this report. Will the Americans and Spanish come to blows over the castle? Will the Cursed try and push the Americans out of the sub-ocean? If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.